Hello, Nistas and Nistos. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today we are here to talk fragrance. So if you're interested in hearing about my small little December fragrance haul, please stay tuned. My favorite type of video to film, of course, is a fragrance haul. So you guys, I do have some fragrances that I purchased the month of December. And if you are a part of the nation, you probably already know because you've seen either a reel or a short here on YouTube of the unboxing. But here I give you just a little bit more information or a little bit more insight on the fragrance that I purchased, the fragrances that I have purchased. So let's just start off with the first fragrance. It came out, actually, I think it came out December the 1st, if I'm not mistaken. It was either December 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, one of those days. But it's a new fragrance to the community, and it is from our beautiful Mona Katan, and this is from KayAli. Her fragrance line is called KayAli, and this is her latest release. And this is Eden Sparkling Lychee. So if you're interested in hearing my initial thoughts, you can click the card above and hear my initial thoughts of the fragrance. So I have used the fragrance. I actually wore this fragrance on yesterday, which was New Year's. You'll probably get this a day or two after, but I did wear this on New Year's Day, and it was very pleasing. Really enjoyed it, but I do think that I'm gonna hold this back until the springtime unless I just get in a mood for it. But the fragrance notes in Sparkling Lychee are black currant, sparkling lychee, rose, damascus, candied violet, sugar amber, and sandalwood. This is so good. This is supposed to be like a spin-off of the Eden Juicy Apple, but if I had to take a pick, if you don't have either one, I would definitely start with this one. It's something about the effervescence in this fragrance that is just so inviting. It's just so pleasing. I'm finding myself really enjoying fragrances that evoke some type of good emotion. So this fragrance, I'm not really sure what the exact note or notes are that's giving me this vibrant, refreshing feeling. So I'm really truly understanding, and I am on a hunt for fragrances that does something to the serotonin in my brain that just creates a really good mood. You know, I'm having a good mood. Young Pistachio does that for me, and I think this is going to be another one of KayAli fragrances that does that. And if you understand what I'm saying when I say fragrance notes that, or a fragrance note that does something to your mood, it's mood elevating. So it's doing something to trigger that serotonin in your brain, and it causes you to have a really good mood. So if you understand what I'm saying, drop a little heart in the comments, or you can just leave your entire thought about what you think I'm saying. But this is a purchase from the month of December. It was released, I want to say December the 1st, but you know, this is, you know, of course this was a blind buy. But the KayAli fragrances, for the most part, I don't think a whole lot about them. There are certain ones that I have kind of like pumped the brakes on and not just went out and got a 50 ml, but this was one that I felt I was going to enjoy just because I do like the note of effervescence. So again, this is Eden Sparkling Lychee 39 from KayAli. All right, so the next fragrance, this fragrance came, I actually purchased two fragrances, but one of them was a replenish fragrance, and it was for my toots, because my original, the original Hibiscus Mahajad, which is what the fragrance is, she I gave her that, my original one. So she asked that, you know, she said that that's what she wanted for Christmas. So it was a no-brainer. I purchased that one for her. So I don't have that one in hand, but you did see me unboxing, so that's why I disclosed that. But this is the fragrance that I got for myself. This is from the house of Jousset, and this is a fragrance that has gotten a little popularity here, and I've seen it on TikTok and Instagram. But this is La Gourmand by Jousset, and it came inside of this box, and the packaging is so beautiful, but you can't see it because it's going to wash it out. But it has the name Jousset embossed up on here. You can't see it, but it flips open, and then it has like the note to the owners, and it has like this note scribed in metallic gold, and then it has another flap. Now look at the tissue paper. It is actually so beautiful, and it just has it says open yourself to a new experience. It says the creation of legendary gourmand fragrances since 2020, in the opening of a new world between luxury and decadence. 2 sprays are enough to create a rift between reality and your desires. So this is a recent release fragrance. So this was released in 2023, but this right here is cookies and chocolate, butter, and I think it has a toast note in it, all inside of a bottle. This fragrance is a true gourmand fragrance. This was a blind buy, but because I am at this point where I'm just increasing the gourmand fragrances, and coffee, vanilla, and chocolates were my pick for this year. Those were the fragrance notes that I was really geared towards. So this right here, it has a really strong chocolatey note to it. It is definitely a true gourmand fragrance. So if you're not into the gourmands, this right here is a true gourmand. You know how some fragrances you can smell the cinnamon or you can smell the coffee, but it still has that perfumey smell. This right here, it smells like something that you could actually eat. So this is La Gourmand by Jousset. All right, so the next fragrance that I purchased is a fragrance that I replenished, and it is also from the house of KayAli, and this is the Pistachio Gelato. This is a 2023 release. It was released, I want to say March or either April, if I'm not mistaken. But I've already made it through a 50 ml, so I wanted to replenish it because this fragrance is just so good to me. Not only does it smell good, but as I mentioned when I was speaking about the sparkling lychee, how it could elevate how it elevates my mood. This is the one that I was speaking of, and I know for sure that this one does that. This fragrance is comforting. It does something to my mood. I don't know what the fragrance notes are in here that my serotonin likes, and it elevates my mood, but I'm happy about it. So I repurchased another one, and I decided to get the 100 ml this time because why not? It's just that good. So again, this is Pistachio Gelato 33 by KayAli. All right, so the fourth and last fragrance that I got for myself for the month of December is a newly released fragrance. I've also did an initial unboxing and thoughts on this fragrance. So if you want to check out my video, you can click the card above. But the fragrance is Black Opium by YSL, and this is the Over Red. Now, you know, Black Opium, they have probably released about 6 flankers, and I think it's like 3 of them still available. But this is the Over Red. Beautiful packaging. It is a cherry forward fragrance. I do have this back inside of my cabinet, inside of the box, because I do want to give it an opportunity to macerate, because the few times that I have sampled or wore it, it did not last very long. But let's not stamp that, because like I said, this is very new. It's a new newly released fragrance, so we have to allow it to do what it needs to do to make sure that it's worthy. But on initial, I think that it's a cute fragrance. It's pretty. I like it. I'm sure if you are into cherry fragrances, you have something in your collection that's probably similar, but I'm glad that I have it in my collection, although I do have several other cherry fragrances, but I don't think I have one that's exactly like this one. I think I have one that's close to it, but not, you know, close enough to not have them both, and that's just my opinion. So again, this is Black Opiums Over Red by YSL. So you guys, those were the fragrances that I got for the month of December. If you have any additional questions about any of the fragrances, please leave those questions in the comment section below. If you have any comments about the fragrance, how you feel, if you sampled, if you like it, if you dislike it, it's just all about engaging, you guys. So moving on into 2024, if you would, if you don't do anything but, you know, give me a heart, a smile, a thumbs up. Engagement is what I'm asking for. So if you're here and you're viewing the video, if you want to become a part of Nista's Nation, go ahead and click that subscribe button. But if you watched it, give me some type of engagement, you guys. And I'm requesting positive engagement, if you would. So I hope that you have a prosperous year and you just take in everything that it has to offer, even if it doesn't seem as pleasing. Some of the most unpleasing things that have occurred in my life, I have gotten the biggest lesson out of them. And it has also just shown me how good God is, because he brought me through them. So thank you so much for coming back. I greatly appreciate you all. And do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.